What's up guys, welcome back. So the next 4 decks are going to be revealed today, still 8 decks to be revealed, and don't get me wrong, we still have 8 big titans to be revealed indeed from the last 2 groups. So Group G, let's go ahead. The first deck, again, all the lists shown here today as in the previous videos are not set, so if you have a better list, if you know a better list, or have like opinions, suggestions, feel free to leave them down below. I do read every comment. Again, the side decks are included as well. So the first list is a huge one. I believe the winner from the first ever Cross-Banlist Cup tournament like years ago. That's Spellbook. Spellbook's featuring Judgment, Spellbook of Judgment, ridiculous card. An OP broken card, one of the most broken spells ever printed. This is the first play. I had a couple of options, but went with this one. This is the first place of the European Championship back then, back in 2013, opting to run more battle traps like Mirror Force to protect your setup, and with setup I mean your Yugioh, however you want to pronounce it. But again, I mean the titans are in this particular list. We have the triple Spellbook of Judgment, Spellbook of Fate, etc. I definitely like the list a lot, but again, there are other options, so feel free to suggest them. The next list is also quite of an interesting one, and to my preference, I definitely like it, so people voted for it as well. It's a hero variant, and again a couple of options. There was like totally awesome heroes, which has already been part of the Cross-Banlist Cup, a couple of times in the past in previous editions. So I went with a more recent build, but again, we have a couple of options. This is without Liquid Man. Again, the option is there. Feel free to leave suggestions. The deck is already counting 44 cards because of the main deck Super Poly as well. But again, it's a standard hero list from 2019, I believe. Yeah, what can I tell? Like triple Stratos, TCG by the way, triple Impermanence as well. Only 2 Call by the Grave. The rest, I mean, the side deck speaks for itself. So 2019, again, Red Reboot at 3, but without Liquid Man. So Liquid Man, there is still the option to include it, but yeah, something needs to be done on that heavy main deck count. So Heroes from 2019 joins the party. Next up, we have a big one, and that's a deck that I think, like, from every deck reveal video from past couple of days, it was always featured, or people asked, man, this deck should be in it, why are you not revealing it? And it's Gouki's. It's Gouki's Extra Link Gouki's, by the way, featuring the Nightmares, the full package of the Troymare/Nightmare engine. Like going for the Extra Link. This should be from 2018 with Firewall Dragon, of course. If I'm not mistaken, this should be Luke Park's list. The first place from the European World Championship qualifier back then. So the European Championship, basically. Also featuring Invoker, MX Saber Invoker. Definitely excited to see this card back again in the Cross-Banlist Cup series. So Gouki's, there are options, but again, feel free to leave them down below. Last but not least, this is again another Master Rule 5 deck. This is the 3rd Master Rule 5 deck in the tournament, or will be, again depending on the ban list, because again we got our most recent TCG ban list, and who knows, the deck might still get an upgrade by the time we are getting the new TCG ban list around April. So again, as I mentioned before, Master Rule 5 decks, Master Rule 2020 decks will only start playing when the format is there. So April 1st, when the format is legal, then it will go into effect, right? It's Dinosaurs featuring the new Jewel Beast, Argosaurus I believe the name is. This is the current list, but again, feel free to leave suggestions, there are options. I went with an extravagance build, added in some extra copies of, like very important extra deck monsters like True King of All Calamities, Trishula, the couple like and Dolka, but again, feel free to leave suggestions. The deck is definitely open for them. Like additions, like does the Foolish Burial need to be in the main deck? Do both the baby dragons, the small baby Ceratosaurus, the Petite Pterodon, I believe the name is. Do they need to be maxed out? And then mainly the Petite Dragon, or the Petite Dinosaur, that is. Same for the Jewel Beast. Do we need to run the 3 full copies of Jewel Beast? Maybe 2 is enough. Do we need to go for extravagance build? There are definitely more options, right? But it's sure, with the current TCG list, there is both Diagram and the True King monster both at 1. But again, if I look at the OCG, the deck might be stronger. So again, feel free to leave suggestions. The deck is not set yet. Okay, guys, that's it. Still 4 decks need to be revealed, probably tomorrow. Okay, thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video. Lithium signing out. Peace.